Hey, you know that moment when you hit play and suddenly the room feels wrong because your sound just doesn't match what's on screen? That's exactly when you realize this is for you. The first time you live with the Skywave X70, you sense instantly it's built for someone who refuses to settle for average sound. This is for the kind of person who knows the difference between background noise and real presence. Someone who's waded through dull effects and thin bass and thought, there has to be something that actually makes me feel it. Before we go any further, take a moment and check the current price and availability. Systems like this don't always stay in stock at sensible pricing. You knew it was time to upgrade when your movies felt flat, when the music lacked punch, when gaming didn't pull you in anymore. Your old speakers never annoyed you, they just quietly failed to deliver the depth you hoped for. You didn't hate them. You outgrew them. The first time I dropped into a Dolby Atmos scene on the X70, I stopped mid-moment. It wasn't louder. It was right. Sound wasn't just coming from in front of me, it was above, behind, around me. Suddenly explosions had weight, rain had texture, footsteps had direction. Once you feel this level of performance, anything weaker feels like you're listening through a veil. Picture this, you're deep into a story and a whisper travels across the room, and you actually hear it. Or you're in a boss fight and every cue isn't just loud, it's positioned, intentional, urgent. Your favorite tracks stop feeling like tracks and start feeling like live performances in your living room. That's the kind of emotional impact numbers can't capture, only experience can. And if you're worrying it might be too much or too complex, that doubt disappears fast. Wireless surrounds and subwoofer mean you get big, rich sound without tangled cables. The 10 inches sub hits down deep without booming out of control. The whole system feels cohesive, not chaotic. That smooth integration is one of those surprise benefits you don't expect until you hear it. Owning something like this changes how you interact with your space. You sit down with anticipation, not hope. You invite friends over because the sound actually feels like an event. You feel a quiet pride every time you realize how naturally it fills a room. Expanded realism that feels huge, bass that actually moves you, Atmos depth that draws you in, every detail feels intentional, high-end performance that lasts, larger footprint than tiny bars. Setup takes a little space. At some point you stop looping between half measures and choose what truly resonates with you. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you think about later and regret not doing sooner. Check the price, trust that instinct that pushed you here, and step into sound that finally matches your expectations.